Hello everyone, let us see how to compare two columns in Excel. Say we have two list of items in column A and column B, and we want to find out whether a particular item in column A is existing in column B. Okay, so normally if you take a list which is around 10 items, so this can be done manually very easily. But in case if it is like a list of 1,000 items, then it becomes pretty difficult if you are going to do with manual intervention, or just finding out yourself throughout the list is very difficult. So Excel provides us a formula to find out whether a particular item in any column is present in some range of columns or a specific column. Okay, so we can use this formula for finding this kind of items in any given list. Okay, so suppose I want to find out if the item 1 is existing in column B. Okay, so I can use a formula here which is VLOOKUP. So this is like which takes four inputs. The first input is the one which you want to find, right? So the item or any text you want to find is the first item, first input for this formula. So suppose it's A1. Okay, the item 1, I want to find it in column B, so I have to give a range as a second input. So this range will be like the row number of rows or particular column, or a range of cells. Okay, so I right now I'm only looking for particular column, so I can give it like B colon B, which means all the cells in column B, or you can specifically mention B1 to B10. Okay, and if you want to be more precise, it should be B$1 and B$10. Okay, this is the way you have to be putting it here. And the next input is the column index. Since I have only one column which I have to search, I just put one here. Suppose you have a range of columns, say B, C, and D. So in that case, you have to select which uh, column here we have to go through, right? So it might be in the C, so, but you are presenting a whole range, but it's actually specifically present in column C. Then you might have to give it like 2 here. But in this case, it's only one column which I'm searching. So B is the only one column which I'm going through. So I just put 1 here. The index is B1, and the next one is to say like whether you want to find the exact match, or is it like approximate match. So I just go with the exact match, so put it as false. Okay, so this gives me a output which says hash NA, means that the item 1 does not exist in column B from row 1 to row 10. Okay, so this is what it means. Suppose I drag this function throughout columns, throughout the cells in column C, then you see that the item 2 gives me an output saying item 2 because it exists in column B. Similarly, item 3 and item 4 is also giving me the output saying item 3 or item 4 here. This means that this item exists in column B. Okay, so this is how it works. Suppose you want to give more meaningful output here. Say like you want to just print yes or no. Okay, in that case you just have to give a formula on top of this, like you just surround that uh, surround the VLOOKUP with this formula. So you can say is NA. Okay, so it actually gives you is NA is a function which says whether this output provided by VLOOKUP is NA. So if it matches, then it gives true, otherwise it gives false. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is that You can print in a more meaningful way when you want to say whether the item exists in this column, right? So is and a gives me true or false. So if I want to print yes or no, then I just have to surround that with another function which is called if, and basically I'm printing a false in case is and a returns me true. Okay, so is and a returns true only when the output of VLOOKUP is and a. So when is and a returns true, that means the item is not existing in column B. So I just want to print no here, sorry. So it has to be no. So I just print no. You can print anything here, but I'll just go with no here. So if is and a is returning false, then that means the item exists, right? So I have to print yes. So now if you see, you'll see that the first item 1 is not existing in column B. So that means I need to print no here, right? So that is how it is. So it is correct. So item 1 does not exist in column B. So I print no. Suppose you drag this formula through column 10, when column C10, then you find that item 2, item 3, item 4 are all yes. That means the item exists in column B. Item 2 exists, item 3 exists, and item 4 exists, right? All of the rest does not exist, so it's no. So that is how you compare two columns in Microsoft Excel. Hope you understood what I explained. Thank you for watching this video.